and it should be coming up. Now, what you need to do before you do anything is first install the Appeon Workspace. In my case, I have it, but I was on beta 2, so it's not the latest version. So I'm going to go to the App Store, and you'll see it's already notifying me that there is a new version of the Appeon Workspace available. And I'm just going to click Update. And if I go back, you can see that the Appeon Workspace is installing to the new beta 3 version that was just released on Friday, just 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So that's installing, and it's done, and it says Appeon Mobile. And if it does not say the word Appeon Mobile, you do not have beta 3, you have beta 2. Beta 2 read Appeon WS, and so we renamed it. So that's how you know you have the beta 3. Now, the other thing we need to do is make sure that our iPad can connect to our machine. So the way to do that is you need to get the IP address of your machine and scroll up. So in my case, it's 192.168.116. And I would recommend, strongly recommend this, disable any antivirus you have. So I'm going to disable. And disable the Windows firewall. And the reason you need to do this is because Windows is not to be a server. It's not Windows 2008, 2012. And so the settings and many antivirus software is designed for Windows 7. Pretty much like a home, not let it do server things for security reasons. And so it may block your iPad or your iPhone connecting properly. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch here, and I'm going to type in that IP address and make sure that I see the IS welcome page. And if you don't see that, then your IS pad is not connecting properly. So yes, I can see the IS. So that's good. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is run the application. So we'll go to the Appeon Workspace. And by default, it has several of our demo applications configured that are connecting to the Appeon server that we're hosting in the Amazon cloud. But what I want to do is connect to our Appeon Beta 3 on our local machine. So I simply click Settings, I click Add App, and I just type in the URL of the IS server so we can go there and get the app. So you can basically do your own private app store. You can put your app on the real app store, the Apple Store, but you could also just serve it up off of your IS server. So just type in the URL, and it's going to read from that folder. And I just click Test and click back, and it's going to read from that folder and install. And you see it's installed the app. It has an icon, name, and description. All that was configured by the PowerBook developer. And I'll simply click this. And here you can see the same exact login screen on my iPad. And that was my point. The images and graphics and color you use will affect how it looks. And we'll go ahead and open up the same window. And here we're doing NDI on the iPad. And folks, I know SDI or having like a single page view is the typical way iPad or iPhone apps are developed. I think it makes sense on iPhone, but not on iPad. When you have so much space, you could do multitasking windows that, frankly, I think is much more productive than typical iPad apps that feel like web pages. They make you do things very sequentially. And so we could have multiple windows if you wanted to. Here you'll see we have the same data window. We can swipe through it with our finger. We're not using any mouse or scroll bars. You just swipe. And when you tap something, you have your master detail data window. And it's just as fast and interactive as Power Builder application. You can also resize things just like we did in Power Builder or drag and drop. So that concludes our webcast for today. In less than 30 minutes, we have actually installed and configured and deployed Appeon Mobile Beta 3. So thank you very much.